done? Oh, took a while. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Hello, and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic dinosaur action, as it always is on Magic the Gathering Arena, and a new big fantastic creature to not stop opponents casting spells. They will not want to cast spells, because then they're going to lose, because they're going to take 6 damage, something like that. And, quite exciting indeed. I don't think I've ever used this particular legendary creature, but it's going to pack a wallop, especially if we face off against that nasty Lotus Field, which that would be a surprise. But yeah, always explore, usually always explore on Magic the Gathering Arena. Best of 3, always that, ranked, good stuff. In Diamond at the moment. The list, as always, in the description, the link tree to the Discord as well. And pardon me, I got my coffee ready to go. I didn't make it. Oh, there it is. Didn't make an entire pot tonight, but I'm fired up. Less yawning. And maybe I'll do a brawl night this week. I kind of feel like scratching that itch. But day in, day out, for anybody that is not aware, I only play dinos. It's 10,000 games, 10,000 matches. It's hard to say, because for the past, since original Ixalan, I always like to make that point. Since original Ixalan, early 2018, it is now 2025, and 750 streams, something like that, and other separate videos. But going back to the thing, no, don't you cast those spells, or please do, because I want to win. Ruric Thar, the Unbound, and the face that Voldemort is making is probably the similar kind of face that an opponent would make if they see this drop, because they either don't expect it or they may never have seen it before. 4 and a red and a green. Vigilance reach 6/6, good with that reach, and you don't open yourself up because of the vigilance. But and also he has to attack, so that is kind of rough. But whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, Ruric Thar deals 6 damage to that player. If they got a bunch of stuff that isn't creatures, which is a lot of people, watch out. That one sweeper, boom, they're taking 6. They could be at 5. They can't cast a sweeper. If this lands and they're at 6 or less, that they lose just on the spot. So that is pretty nice. Or maybe they need to find that piece of removal by casting something else. If this is down, they take 6, and then they cast the removal, they take another 6, boom, they possibly can only afford to cast 1 more non-creature spell. If they cast 2, wow, that guy is a doozy. He doesn't have haste, so I don't have to attack with him and worry about Ruric Thar getting killed or blocked by some creature of equal size, although Ruric Thar is pretty darn massive. But it fits perfectly with what I'm doing right there, and I'm excited. I'm not scared about too much. Of course, aggro, it's rough. Aggro is very scary at the moment. Maybe it always, I don't think it always has, but for a long time it's been scary to many decks. Even if you have a ton of single target removal, you still get smoked. But maybe Ruric Thar, if it lands a little bit early, the spells that aggro opponent uses to pump their stuff up, they might not be able to cast them and live. And we'll keep it like that. Verdant Sun's avatar continues to feel absolutely amazing. Land this, stabilize, boom, tons of life, and you buy yourself tons of time. Now, is this the best time buying option? I still think it is. That effect is, well, we can search it up right now. We'll go off on a brief tangent. There's a primer if anybody is looking for a more in-depth rundown in the description, and hopefully everybody's week has been going good. It's Thursday tomorrow, which means garbage day. Lovely. What was I doing? Okay. Tough and we'll get right into the matches in one quick second. Toughness, life, enter. Yeah, that should be enough keywords to bring up anything with this sort of effect. On Arena, there could be something legal in Pioneer that is not in here yet. And we'll go not collected, of course, just to make sure we see everything. Okay. Oh, excuse me. There's a few things in white. I'm almost certain there's a few things in white. Righteous Valkyrie. So for angels and clerics, whenever that or a cleric enters, gain life equal to its toughness. Okay, that's its own thing. It's not like I have any other angels or clerics in this list. Yeah. It's not like there's a cheaper creature, really, than Verdant Sun's Avatar in green. There's something for a 6. Not the case. And it's a dino. Gets haste with Palani's a Regisaur. Possibly the Herd Heirloom, which I will continue testing for quite some time. Probably, I don't know, I want to feel about a week or so. And we'll see how it goes. It's still going to lead to, it's definitely going to lead to a whole lot of
ruthless aggression.
Absolute ruthless, deadly aggression with the trample, but potentially putting the trample on Verdant Suns, getting through even just 1 point of damage. Draw a card, get a little bit closer, and quite exciting indeed. But other than it's just Righteous Valkyrie with a similar effect. Creatures, life equal to their toughness when they enter. That is specific creatures. Verdant Sun's Avatar is any creature. So already that feels quite a bit better. Daxos. No, so yeah, it is pretty much just Verdant Sun's Avatar. I like it. There's nothing super comparable to this. That's what I was getting at. But it's high time we get into the matches here. And I just saw that Home Depot, maybe in the States, but at least in Canada, early spring Black Friday sales are on. So I'm going to be looking up that potentially after I'm done the stream here tonight. And I'm just happy the snow is gone for the until winter comes again, but snow is gone for the season, I'm almost certain. But well, you never know. When you live where I live in northern Ontario, it can be pretty surprising. I've faced this person before. I know I've faced this person before. A black opponent, the thought sees, the hand hate, but I don't have to give much thought to that hand. Oh, to the Dimir Ninjas stuff, I'm pretty sure. Commercial District, see if we get an Archdruid, a hashtag pre-recorded, and Archdruid's on top. We're on track for Vaultborn Tyrant, hopefully, on turn 4. Okay, yeah, you got... that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Thoughtseize is going away, unfortunately. I would assume... Or, not Thoughts. I wish Thoughtseize would go away. Some people think it does. But I thought Commune would go away, which is quite interesting indeed. We'll go with this just to see if there's a Sunken. You know what? I like another Vaultborn. We have all the lands we need. We'll be getting Archdruids next turn. And again, we will be reaching 7. Having those 2 big creatures in there, something to play. If they have another Thoughtseize. But Kaido, Bane of Nightmares, the usual thing whenever they have 3 mana and they attack with a creature like that. But fortunately, hey, look, boom. Love it. I hope. We'll see. Cross your fingers they don't have a counter spell. For the most part, I think it is just creatures, so as long as we land that Vaultborn Tyrant, we should be somewhat safe. Hitting for a 9 is not a pretty sight. I imagine they will be able to do something to Vaultborn. Got a piece of removal, exile based. Spend that mana. They know what I'm about to do. I would assume I've faced this person before. Mockingbird is a little bit rough there. Okay, well. They would kill me next turn, so I have to go with this. That's too much with 3, 4, yeah. Maybe we're safe. Don't bounce it, don't stun it. Floodpit's Drowner tends to... Hey! I don't know, there's nothing differently we could have done in that particular matchup, but I do like the Ovenwald Hydras. The reach maybe would get me some sneaky stuff. Sneaky wins. There's a lot of things that target creatures, so I'm still leaning towards T-Rex, Carnage Tyrant, all that good stuff, but I'll keep it like it is. I think, yeah, we went second, so I would imagine if we went first, things could have been potentially very, very different. Oh boy. I faced off against Mono Green Devotion and Rakdos. It didn't quite go my way, but that's alright. That's alright. We'll recover. They're looking for that Thoughtseize, I think. A very nice hand, though, with those Herd Heirlooms. Also with the Sunken. I wouldn't have been quite as confident if Sunken Citadel was some other land, because that is part of the package of making all that mana. So if that also wasn't in there, not great. Might try to get a Herd Heirloom down. Let's see. Yeah, let's do it. It's not like I have an Archdruid's Charm next turn. I would have gone Commercial District, see what's on top. Archdruids, if I had it. Playing the Forest as my third land. 3 sources of green for Archdruids there. And, oh, pardon me. Would have been in a very good position. T-Rex probably. Oh, that's extra good. I mean, technically, it's got to be Sunken Citadel. If we draw Castle Garenbrig next turn, we are able to make 8. Of course, we only need 7 for that T-Rex. Hopefully it's Castle Garenbrig. Now, it could have been better to go with Commercial District, seeing if there was a castle on top, and I still would have been able to make 7. I'll get used to that. Pairing the mana with Herd Heirloom. Oh, okay, fine, yeah. Oh, you do what you gotta do. Oh boy. Well, I sure don't need a Ghalta. I can tell you that much. So hopefully Carnage Tyrant sticks around. I'm gonna get revenge against you, Kyle. One day. I'd have to look back in my matches, and I think we faced each other twice in a row. We might have been in Mythic, and went down the first match, and I think took him down the second one. We're only at 14. That's not a terrible thing. Definitely play Carnage Tyrant and hope it doesn't get sacrificed to Shieldred's Edict or something like that. Okay, I like it. Invoke Despair, Liliana. At the very least, it deters aggression from the creatures that are on the ground. We're still pinged, chipped away by the flyers. By a little bit of time. Vaultborn would be nice next turn, though. Vaultborn or Verdant Sun's Avatar. Oh, we need it. Oh, ugh. Nope, that's not gonna do it. Completely 100% super duper flooded. There's so many creatures in the list, and we just didn't see them. So mono green, lose. Rakdos Demons, lose. Mono green is, you're probably going to lose to it anyways. It's a pretty hard deck to beat than this, but we'll get it back. I was, before those 3 matches today, sitting at 61.54% win rate. That's gone down, I don't know, probably to like 50, 58, something like that. I would have to lose a ton to drop a bunch, but of course there will be wins sprinkled in back and forth as long as it's somewhat higher, and you'll climb. You can get to Mythic, I believe, with even a 51% win rate. In some cases you can get to Mythic with less than 50%, because you'll potentially have an amazing streak. You could win 12, 15 matches in a row, and boom, you get to Mythic. It's not unheard of. It's not impossible, but the chances of that happening are just so low. You could lose 200 matches and then boom, win 15 in a row, and you're feeling good. But maybe you shouldn't, because if you... Oh, that's like the exact same hand that I had, but better with Commune for sure. Send Regisaur to the bottom and maintain Ghalta if we get there. Ghalta would definitely help, probably more than the Regisaur. Ooh. We're going to use Commune. We're going to turn it into something. Oh! Whoa, whoa, hey, whoa, whoa. Huh. Bird, what, I don't even know what to press.
Bazinga!
But we saw Rakdos colors. Yeah. Maybe they're mad because they had the Blood Crypt enter tapped, and they were going to use the Thoughtseize, but they didn't. They missed their chance. We'll never know. Keep it the same? Yeah, keep it the same. Maybe we get the free win. We get a redo of that super quick Dimir Ninjas match. Blink and you miss it. I might not miss it with the chapters, but again, I have missed a couple. The aggro matches that are a couple minutes. I'm scrubbing so fast through the video file afterwards, and yeah, I was that high. No, I missed something, and I have to scrub backwards, find it. Huh. Maybe they have some crazy combo potential. Maybe it is not Rakdos Demons. We saw Jund Transmogrify. No, Jund Creativity cheating out those big creatures 2 nights ago? 1 night ago? Oh, hard to keep track for sure. It definitely all blends together. Or maybe they know what I'm doing, and they had rough times previously, the previous times we faced each other. Yeah, that might be. Or they had to go use the restroom, you know, and they're AFK at the moment. Or they just, they wanted to pack it in. Somehow, some way. Oh. Or is stream sniping? Could be stream sniping. Checking on my updated list. That might be as well. I'm just glad they're not angels. With the Blood Crypt, definitely not angels. Gaining boatloads of life, flying creatures like the Righteous Valkyrie that we saw. Gaining toughness for angels and clerics. Not gaining tough. Gaining... I should have had a nap. Gaining life equal to the angels or cleric's toughness there, but it must be AFK. Huh.
Get him a body bag! Yeah!
Yeah, that guy's so excited. It's putting me asleep. I had an energy drink too. Energy drinks don't do too much to me. I don't have them all the time. The past couple of days I've indulged for sure, but yeah. Guess we'll look up. Well, I'll look up Home Depot sales for a quick second while we get this free win. Maybe I should look up perhaps other Tarkir cards. There is a couple, and I did get a few from the 20 or so packs that I opened when the set released on Tuesday there. Yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Oh. Maybe update it. We'll see if I get to Diamond 3. One more win, so wouldn't be unheard of. But it's on the tip of my tongue. It's the green one where you can pay X and 2 green, search your library for a creature card with mana value X or less, put it on the battlefield. But it has the harmonized part where you can tap a creature and it reduces the cost of X by the creature's power. So if you tap Tyrranax Rex for 8, you could use that for X, and it costs 4 green. You could search for Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant for 4 green. That's pretty good. Maybe I should add that in. Yeah. Tap T-Rex, get Ghalta. I really should remember what the name of that spell is, but one more match here at least before we search for that. I'm sure some of you guys know which one I'm talking about. That's pretty good. This deck is all about creatures individually massive power. So anything that cares about big power or big toughness, with the case of Verdant Sun's avatar gaining the boatloads of life, certainly worth consideration. Cryptic, I feel like I've faced Cryptic before, almost certain. Mono red, maybe it was last night. Oh, that was Gruel. But that hand, that hand is gonna do. Oh, duress. Oh boy. Oh boy. But it is a very good hand. We got commercial, castle, forest, 3 sources of green. We lose Archdruids, I would think. Or they have more hand hate, and they're going to get rid of Archdruids after they get rid of Commune. I won't have a chance to cast Archdruids before they have the... Oh, maybe I do. Well, you know what we do? Commune. Cavern of Souls. That's 100% better than having it go away permanently. See if they cast more. Oh, no more hand hate, but you know it's probably coming up. It was a duress after all. Oh, Archdruid, oh, Palani's Hydra, don't need that. I have 2 Regisaur Alphas at this point. I want either to draw the Sunken, or an Archdruid's next turn would be certainly ideal. Unholy Annex, perhaps. Okay, Fable of the Mirror Breaker, not too bad. Hopefully they don't play Shieldred next turn. We're not exactly on track for big stuff. Yeah. Could be a little bit hairy here. At least they don't have a Mutavault. At the moment we're only hit for 5, which is not terrible. We got a couple more turns to go. See a Sunken, a Herd Heirloom. Wouldn't be quite as good as Sylvan Scrying at this moment. Or another Commune to dig for the Sunken. But 2 Fables is potentially going to get out of hand real quick. Ooh, that's not quite going to cut it. Not one bit. If only that Archdruids is in there. Oh, man, maybe I should start off with Leyline of Sanctity. My goodness. Oh boy. Okay, well, we could, I'm just curious what we draw next turn. That's going to be it, especially with the Mutavault. No Verdant Suns, no... Oh, yeah, my, oh my. But no Verdant Suns, no Vaultborn Tyrant, unfortunately. But we'll still keep it in. Herd Heirloom, good, you know. Archdruids would have been good. But we didn't see a Herd Heirloom, which would have meant that we would have gotten a Sunken, which is very important. Say we top deck a Herd Heirloom, we only get ahead by 1 if I don't have a land as well to play for the turn. I could play a land for the turn plus Herd Heirloom and we're 2 closer. But if I'm just playing Herd Heirloom, I'm only ahead by 1. If the Herd Heirloom grabs a Sunken, well, if the Herd Heirloom is Sylvan Scrying, that's what I'm getting at. Sylvan Scrying grabbing the Sunken and putting it out as my land for the turn, I'm ahead by 2, which is better than Herd Heirloom ahead by 1. If you're not playing a land every single turn, you hope to for the first 4 or so. And sometimes you only need 4 to make 6, to make 7. But still, it's way too early to draw a perfect conclusion, a strong point. Use Herd Heirloom or Sylvan Scrying. One or the other. Both. Oh, not that. No. That's potentially gonna be it. Of course, this would have been Sylvan Scrying if it's still in my hand and I can cast Herd Heirloom. I would have grabbed another Sunken, and we'll see. This might be a good moment to highlight how one would have been better than the other. Okay, just the Heirloom. Would have been losing both. Archdruid's Charm, that is good. One more source of green, let's do it. Or you have more hand hate, don't you? Pretty straightforward. Okay, phew. Forest. Oh, stop it. Yeah, good. Boom. There we go. Making 7. Nothing they can do about it. Well, I want to drop Verdant Sun's Avatar. Oh, Squad Painter it is. It is, but it was tough, and now it's good. Huh. I can make 8 next turn. I don't have a Ghalta. But if I drew a land that entered untapped. Yeah. That's alright. We'll wait just a second. See if they cast a Thoughtseize or a Duress. Oh, Fatal Push. Huh. Real. Oh, hey, no. No. Not today, buddy. I'm casting something. It's big, and there's nothing you can do about it. Because I got a lot of big things. You can only get rid of 1. I think it could be Verdant Suns, but they might be more scared of Tyrranax Rex. They're going to do the math. They see the 4 lands. Hey, what's going on? I should read what these lands do. They're about to do something pretty amazing. Okay, so that's all right. We're only at 15. Oh, I'm just going to cast that. Replacement. Phew. Revenge. Pretty sure they'll kill it, but if they don't, it's really good. They basically should kill it here. I'm back up to the starting life. I have a creature to block one of theirs. I'm going to play a 3rd Blood Tithe Harvester. Have enough to take out Verdant Sun's Avatar with the 1. Okay. Oh, pardon me. Oh. This is what it's all about, folks. Yes, please. I like gaining 8 life, trample, haste. You get the idea. Yeah. Block with a bunch of... Okay. It is pretty telling, though. They got rid of a Verdant Suns before Carnage, before T-Rex. So it's pretty valuable. And the Extinction event is rough. For sure. I can do 7 with Lair of the Hydra. Do I want to do that? I'll see what Commercial District reveals on top. No, I don't want that. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Can only do 5. I'm going to get the Carnage Tyrant down. See what happens. Yeah. We're not dead yet, but that Extinction event was absolutely amazing for them. Maybe they haven't invoked Despair. Oh, Unstoppable Slasher. That is rough. Too bad I don't have Anger of the Gods. That would have been pretty sweet. 3 damage to everybody. Oh, I don't need another Sunken. Well, technically, we could make a very massive Lair of the Hydra, but Nah, I'm not attacking. I want somebody to block the unstoppable slasher there. I like that. Could also make Lair of the Hydra into a creature. Possibly draw out that fatal push. At the very least, I scared the opponent from attacking into Carnage Tyrant, but that will only last so long. Probably attack with everybody. Maybe in some way we could be dead this turn if they make me sacrifice it. Blade of the Oni, attach it to Unstoppable Slasher. Probably would be a pretty good thing. We could make Lair of the Hydra into a creature, and then I would have 2 creatures to block the Slasher that now has Menace. Well, we'll see. Yeah, that's probably what they're going to do. That's what I would do. I don't have anything in my hand. Oh boy, just cross your fingers they don't have fatal push. Pretty straightforward, huh? Yeah, Blade of the Oni, Slasher. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. They must not have any removal. If they had a fatal push, I think they would have spent some mana for Blade of the Oni, but then they wouldn't have had any mana left. The reconfigure, equipping it to Unstoppable Slasher, would have taken up everything they have. Oh yeah, stabilize, stabilize, stabilize. Let's go, go, go. Beautiful. Okay, I'm feeling a bit better now. Hopefully we don't lose Verdant Sun's Avatar. It would be nice to get one more big creature down, gaining a bit more life. Oh, okay, well, took them long enough. All right. Yeah. Keep Carnage Tyrant, I think. It would have been nice to keep Verdant Sun's Avatar. But we got to get the Slasher done. Gone. I could have potentially just drawn another land next turn if I had taken the Slasher damage. Ooh, yeah, as I did. As I did. Man, maybe I'll add in a sweeper at some point. But of course, it is still 20 lands, not like I upped it at all tonight. There has just been, I guess, a couple instances where Flood City has happened. That's how it goes. Oh, I know, Mad Dad. That's super flood. But we're not dead. Huh? We scare away attackers somewhat. Blade of the Oni. Ooh, that would be attached to somebody. That would really do the trick. We should be able to survive this turn, but I don't know, we'll see. That man land was pretty nice, making it into an additional creature, so I didn't have to block with Carnage Tyrant and Shieldred. That seals the deal. That seals the deal. Kind of. Yeah, I would say. I don't see any way out of this. Archdruids could take out Shieldred. We could take out the creature that they try to copy. That sort of thing. Which I might do. I'm pretty sure they're going to copy Fear of Missing Out. They would continue to... Oh, I guess not. Yeah, no, we're not being that. I could have taken out the Unstoppable Slasher. Oh, it is absolutely time. But I'll explain what would have happened. They had Fear Missing Out, would have attacked, would have untapped Reflection, had another combat, copied the Slasher, attacked again. It would have just been a continual soup of pain. Because they had 4 types of cards with the Delirium and Fear of Missing Out. Slasher, copy, Slasher, copy, Slasher, copy. Would have had to been Fear of Missing Out, copy, copy, copy. Yeah, so I'll need the luck, that's for sure. Rakdos Demons has gotten the best of me twice today. I'm gonna get that revenge. Maybe my true revenge will be opening up a rare wild card here. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Huh? Jeskai colors, blue, red, and white. Not exactly a combination I may ever use. Maybe for April Fools, but we'll move on. We'll get to...
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
Hey, I've seen this one. This is a classic. This is
Ruthless aggression.
What do you mean you've seen this? It's brand new.
I meant to press the Conan one that was right beside it.
Grant me revenge. And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.
Watch it be another mono green devotion. Just my painful luck. Or maybe it'll be that Azorius control that I'm so desperately hoping for, the matchup of matchups. I don't think this is going to be Azorius control. More Rakdos Demons, perhaps. Ooh, love it. Beautiful. Starting off with the commercial district, maybe seeing the Archdruids on top or a Sunken. Either way, we're getting one turn closer to a thing we want. Very nice indeed. Always nice. We could use that Stomping Ground. Or we could be dead to a mono red aggro. Grab a forest, see if we get that Archdruids we definitely need now. That's not Archdruid's charm. Did I pass one up? I did, sadly. That's alright. Maybe we'll be able to get him. You never know. We could draw an Archdruid's next turn. A second one, because one is to the bottom. So the chances of one coming up right here next turn somewhat low. That would have to be an Archdruid's next turn to have really any hope of salvaging this. We could just be dead this turn. There's nothing much to do. Oh, you got that monstrous rage. Oh, you do. I probably had enough to actually beat me. They would have taken me down to 1, but it's not like I was playing any creature on the following turn. But it's going to be Ovenwald Hydra, like I mentioned, while not directly helping to beat aggro. It's not like I take out creatures. It's something that costs 6, which I can often make by turn 4, and it's something that gets me to 8. If I can make 6, I make 8, because this grabs the second Sunken, 2 Sunkens, Castle Garenbrig, lovely. So we trim Tyrranax Rex. We don't need Tyrranax Rex to beat him, but we might need that Ovenwald Hydra to just be faster, and possibly Ruric Thar there. But, I mean, chances are I would never have Ruric Thar down soon enough. You would need him down, like, on turn 2. And if I get him down on turn 4, I mean, I'm probably dead by that point anyways. Do I like it? Kind of. Would I like Sylvan Scrying more than Herd Heirloom? Probably. In this case. But we'll try it out. That's better. Oh, it's definitely better with the 2 communes. Still with the Heirloom. 1 commune? Yeah. I like that. Whew. Don't need a Vaultborn. We have one in hand already. And of course I do want to draw into the lands. keep hitting those drops. Okay, I mean, it's not terrible. Good to see a Sunken for sure. We get the heirlooms down. We'll see a Castle Garenbrig eventually. There wasn't one in the top 5 there. Sent a bunch to the bottom. We're, I think, pretty much a quarter of the way through. With the heirloom here plus Stomping Ground next turn, we would be able to play Verdant Sun's Avatar. Hopefully they don't play Screaming Nemesis. They wouldn't be able to have it pinged and have its ability deal damage to me. If it deals damage to me with its ability, I can't gain life for the rest of the game. So, oh, speaking of the devil, the dastardly thing. Maybe we live next turn. If we draw a castle, we win. Possibly gain a bunch of life. But that's basically what we gotta do. Ooh, that's a big nemesis. Castle. Well, that's not castle. And one Carnage Tyrant is not gonna save me in the face of a deck that is beats up on most people. Most people. All right, we're gonna get him. Azorius Control. Cross the fingers, cross the claws. Maybe this is just gonna be the night where it ends up being a lot of aggro. Now it ends up being a lot of aggro. There has to be, well, usually there is at least 1 or 2 nights a month. Let's just pay your dues, I guess. K-Tac. I don't think it's mono red. Just with that nickel bolus avatar. Some sort of painful control type. Maybe Grixis colors, blue, black, and red. Grixis control is pretty painful. Extra painful. It would be extra painful if I kept that hand though. No castle or a Sunken. Commercial should get to the 3rd source of green, statistically speaking, for now. I mean, it's not really much better. Okay, well, that's definitely going to be it. Sending Regisaur and Verdant Suns to the bottom again. If they got some counter spells or removal, I would rather keep Tyrranax Rex in hand, just to maybe, stick something good and early. I like the Cavern. That's going to work out nicely for us. But white. Ooh, maybe angels, huh? Okay. Bishop of Wings. I think we got a good chance with this. Mono white tokens, maybe. Possibly Orzhov. Could be that too. I'm just kind of excited to draw extra cards with the Herd Heirlooms there. If they take it out, it's not a terrible thing. Commercial District is good. It's even better. Commune on top. Very nice indeed. Next turn we're playing T-Rex. We should have... No, we won't have 1 green left for Commune. We need the 4 lands that I have to make the 6, plus 1 Herd Heirloom for the 7th for T-Rex. But I could play Ghalta. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It won't be very impactful if I do. But we got turn 4 T-Rex, and that's a good position to be in. And we draw a card. I like it. So in this case, better than Sylvan Scrying, I would have been just flooded. I would have only gained lands, but now, well, playing T-Rex on turn 4 as I normally do, this is better. More cards is better. Usually, unless the opponent has Sheoldred or something. I don't think they have a sweeper. They shouldn't have any way to get rid of that. Not too bad. Just a bunch of little tokens we'll be able to search for and we'll be able to play anything we draw next turn off of the one commune. Hopefully it's just something for the turn, but something big is dropping. I would hope that it's another T-Rex and then they're just dead. Not another T-Rex. Palani's Hatcher. Go time. Really should have saved one of those Herd Heirlooms and oh, yeah, you know what? I guess I like using that commune instead. Carnage T. I don't think they have too much hope of winning. But you never know. They have one less rabbit. Watch out. That token munched it. A nice little snack. They just have some small stuff and I have much bigger stuff. Yes. I would hope I can get that done. Do I like Ovenwald Hydra more than Verdant Suns? No, not so much. Tranquil Throwback might be nice. Perhaps taking out one of those enchantments. Caretaker's Talent can kind of get a little bit out of control. If they get to level 3 there, that's not fun. This deck is all about making creature tokens, the rabbits, and, well, a lot of rabbits. Those rabbits becoming 3/3s if they get to level 3. Not a pretty sight. They don't have a lot of enchantments, but also keep in mind Enduring Innocence is an enchantment creature. So Back to Nature actually could be pretty good. And they also likely have Wedding Invitation. I think there's a Wedding Invitation. Creatures get +1/+1 after there's 3 counters on it or something like that. But Verdant Sun's Avatar, that's what I'm getting at. So I'll trim 3 copies. It's not mono red aggro, so I may not need the stabilizing life gain from Verdant Suns there. But the enchantment removal, because there's a decent amount in there, might be more helpful. It's quite a bit better. Yeah, we'll stick with Vaultborn. If we see a Castle Garenbrig, we will be able to make 7. The 2 Sunken Castle plus the Herd Heirloom there. Castle? Commune? Commune with Dinosaurs would be pretty nice. Oh, not. I could have used Commune for the 1 green from the Sunken that's untapped, grabbed Castle, played the Castle next turn plus Herd Heirloom, and it would have been off to the races. But in that moment, Sylvan Scrying would have been infinitely better. I didn't play my land for the turn, but Herd Heirloom would have been Castle Garenbrig because it would have been Sylvan Scrying, and I would have played it right then. I would have been at least making 6 for Carnage Tyrant. We'll never know if I would have drawn another land for the turn that would have allowed me to make 7, but I would have been making 6. I would have. Oh, okay. Potentially would have been making 7. That's painful. That's painful. That can't happen. I mean, it can happen, but you get a clear example. Make 6 or make 4. Continue to play nothing. Yeah. Ooh.
Dang! Oh!
Another Caretaker's Talent. So a decent little bit of enchantments. Also nice seeing History of Benalia. That's not a common thing, but it's an enchantment saga. If we can get rid of it, stop the knights from getting +2/+1, and it does seem better. But again, it's way better. But I gotta show the pros and cons, and there is pros and cons of both. But that was a pretty clear con. Doesn't get much clearer than that. I'll show the pain. I'll show the positives. An accurate representation, a real representation. That's what we want. We got the castle, which I was desperately hoping for the previous game. Well, I don't have 2 untapped to play Herd Heirloom, so we say, oh, good. Commercial District is, other than a Sunken Citadel, it's pretty much the best thing. Yeah, you know what? Keep the castle on top. I like that. Would be nice to play Regisaur or Palani's next turn. Oh my good, yes, please. There we go. Tick tock, ding dong. We draw Ghalta next turn, we win. Oh, it's not a Ghalta, but we'll just play T-Rex. Maybe they have Settle the Wreckage. Let's keep in mind that could happen. Or they just quit. So now, the very next game, we see how this is better. I'm drawing a card where I would have potentially just continued to be flooded. Even a Back to Nature too. Yeah, take your entire turn off. Yeah, do it. Do it. See how much I care. You gotta wait.
I'm the best there is at what I do, but what I do isn't very nice.
They don't take their entire turn off, but if you're gonna do that, I'm all completely fine. I'm actually kind of tempted to just go with Regisaur Alpha. No, we want to hit the one down. We're going with Vaultborn. Ghalta next turn. Love it. That's about it, I would think. But they could also have some more exile-based removal, or just play a bunch of creatures. They're getting desperate, perhaps. They don't like spending 4 and doing nothing, and then having to spend 4 again on their turn just to take out a creature. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. That's not too bad. They have 1 left. I think they still can play a land for the turn, but they would only have 2. Hopefully they spend that. Oh boy. Well, they have removal for the 1 Regisaur Alpha. Definitely a possibility. 2, 3, no. Yeah, we're playing it. Okay, go time. Oh boy. I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll kill Regisaur Alpha, get lost, something like that. You know the drill. But we're refilling our hand. We're gonna beat them up eventually. If it's not this turn, oh, maybe they gotta settle. They haven't quit yet. They might have a settle. Yeah, you know what? Let's test the waters. Let's test. No, they don't have a. What am I thinking? I was thinking about settle so much, I completely forgot that they only have 2 untapped. Beat them next turn. They don't have a sweeper. Awkward. Just a bit. I have flashbacks of Settle so much. I lost to a Settle the Wreckage, I want to say April 2nd, April 3rd, and it's been on my mind ever since. It was painful. Nobody likes doing that. Collector's Cade, what does that do? Oh, that's okay. But the question still remains, is Sylvan Scrying better more often than Herd Heirloom? I don't know. I'm leaning more towards Sylvan Scrying just because it gets me ahead by 2, or it doesn't get me ahead by 2. It gets me 2 closer all the time, guaranteed. Herd Heirloom, I would also have to play a land for the turn, plus that to match what the 1 Sunken would do from the 1 Sylvan Scrying. Feels better. And of course the deck is thinned a little bit. slightly, ever so slightly increasing the chances of drawing something that I actually want. You don't statistically increase it much, but it's not nothing. It's not like it decreases the chances of drawing a creature. And also, there is something to keep in mind. If you've sent a bunch of good stuff to the bottom with Commune, with Dinosaurs, all that good stuff would be reshuffled and almost certainly be higher up in the deck. You would have a chance to draw it. Maybe you sent 2 Ghalta Stampede Tyrants to the bottom because you weren't quite on track to get her. Then everything changes. You get the Sylvan Scrying. Those 2 Ghaltas on the bottom are now shuffled, almost certainly higher. I would bet money on it. There's lots of elements to think about. But we'll leave it there for tonight. A little bit more pain than I would have hoped for, but still lovely all around. Hopefully everybody gets some good rest. Hopefully you had a good day yesterday, a good week so far, even if you didn't. Hopefully you had a good time here tonight or in the morning if you're driving to work. Hopefully you're able to dodge the deer and the turkeys. We got a lot of turkeys, wild turkeys where I am at. Haven't seen too many deer in a little bit. I don't think they're still hibernating, but maybe that opponent wants to hibernate after the walloping from Dinosaurs. So, yeah. Peace. Have a good one. Don't forget to take a big bite out of that like button, and I'll see you next time.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?